Hello, lovely people. So, this is the wrap up for week 5 of level 2 nursing school. We're almost done with the first 8 weeks. I'm so excited. Lord, if I could just get through these first 8 weeks, I will be okay. So, what went on this week? Just to start, this week was like, for some reason for me, a very stressful and emotional week. I think like just school and personal and everything rolled in together. It was just a rough week for me. I had a very hard time this week, emotionally and mentally. But on Monday, we had 2 exams. We had our first exam for med-surg. I did get a B on that test, so yay. I actually could have gotten an A, but I told y'all I have that bad habit of changing answers. And like, I'm telling y'all, it's one of those things where I say all the time that I'm going to stop doing it. But what happens is, in my head, like, I get stressed out when if I don't change it. I get stressed out and I feel like if I don't change it, I'm going to regret it and I'd have got the wrong answer. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of y'all that feel that way. But I seriously get so stressed to the point where like I feel like I'm going to throw up sometimes if I don't change my answer. And so I end up changing my answer. Then after I change my answer and I go to the next question, then I'm stressed out again because it's like, crap, I shouldn't change my answer. Should have left it the way it was. I know, it's a whole mental battle, but whatever. So that was med-surg. Then we had our second test for Jerry. For that test, I actually got a D. It rocked my whole life. This is my first D in nursing school. Like, yeah, it took a lot on me. So today I'm actually headed home. Well, I didn't take him, but I'd have been home, and I'm headed home now because I went up to the school to speak with my professor because like I just knew it was wrong. I was just like, there's no way that this is right. I felt too confident going into both of my tests, and I felt extremely confident when I came out of my test. Like when I came out, like I called my mom and my sister and I was like, yeah, I passed both of those tests. I got a minimum of B. Like I was just like so cocky and felt so good because truthfully, like I know the content. It's not that I don't know the content. I know the content. So with part of it, like it was at least 3 to 4 answers that it was completely my fault. I thought I selected the correct answer, but apparently I didn't, because I have this habit of basically when I go down after I read the questions, read the question when I'm doing my answers, like when I find the answer that I think is right, I typically click it. And so then as I'm going down, if I see another one that I feel like is more right than that answer, then I'll change my answer to that more right answer. But in these 4 cases, I didn't do that. So that was my fault, which I'm really kicking myself over, because that actually was the difference between a C and a D. Is honestly 2 of those questions was the difference between a C and a D. So kicking myself over that. But after reviewing the test, it's basically more of I have to slow down and be more careful with making sure I select my questions and then stop changing my answers, because honestly, like I said in one of my previous videos, if I just stop changing my answers, I can dang near always get an A, because I almost always, with the initial answer that I picked, I almost always make an A. Not kidding, almost always. So if I could just stop doing that, I'll be good. So that was it for the exams. And then after that, on Tuesday, we just had a regular day of class. Just being honest. Just lectures, and that was about it. And then on Wednesday, I had to get to school early because we don't have class in the mornings on Wednesdays. But I did have to get up there early because we had a group project. Now, let me just say, in nursing school, you're going to have quite a few freaking group projects, unfortunately, because I hate group projects with a passion. And Truthfully, every time I do a group project, I hate the group projects even more, and this is no exception. So I'll just say that and go on about my business. And then Thursday, that was our last clinical day, like of going to the hospital, which I did not know that until yesterday. So that was news to me. So it was our last clinical day at the hospital. So our next few clinical days will be sim lab. We'll be doing simulation labs instead of going to the hospital, because I think you're supposed to do at least one sim lab day every clinical rotation, which I didn't know that either. Learn something new every day. So yeah, so I'll be doing that next week. So this week at clinicals, we had to make sure we have all of our information for our patients, as well as we had to actually pass meds this time. So I got to give oral medications, or PO medications, as you're going to see when you get in nursing school. It's going to be called PO medications. I got to give injections, as well as topical medication or ointments. So I got to do all of that. I got to shadow a very nice RN. He actually used to teach, which I didn't know that. Well, I can't say his name, but he actually used to teach, and he was amazing. He was so great. Like, he would ask us different questions or whatever. So basically we would know what we were doing, why we were doing it. And he like verified everything with us. So it's like, okay, this is what's going on. This is what you got, so on and so forth. So that was pretty great. And then it was Valentine's Day. So we did take some of us, not all of us, we took the patients like little candy and Valentine's cards and stuff like that. And they really liked it. It was so cute. I went into one of the patients' room to check on her to see if she needed anything. And she had my card like set up on her desk. It was so adorable. It's like, oh, so cute. So yeah, so that was it for that. That's really it for my week. Honestly, my bike's still broke. I'm going to do a updated video. I'll try to have that out by next week, so you guys can I'll do the review video and what happens in my bike video all in one, instead of doing two separate videos, because what I had planned for the bike review video, the 1 year review, ain't happening. So yeah, whatever. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any suggestions on anything that you would like to see, any questions that you would like me to address in a future video, leave them down below. Let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.